jump on your horse, rope that steer, go over to the cooler and grab me a beer. Yeah, it's time. It's time once again for another Trippy live stream, and thank you all. We're joined by a cast of billions and doodle. Here. All right, I gave him a chance. Maybe this means I want a snack. Hopefully, he'll be back later. How is everybody? How was your week? Mine was crazy. And there it goes. Yeah, my week was kind of crazy, and so I didn't come up with some questions for trivia. So I'm just going to do the OG trivia cards. I'm going to be doing something a little bit interesting as far as beverages go today. We're staying in the citrus family for our adult beverage. Oh, okay. Heard something that sounds like a beeping sound, but every time I hit the desk like that, the dishes rattle. Makes that sound. Who we got in the room so far? We got Eli. Eli was early. We have Adam Hebb. We have Miguel Rangel, and we have Don Lauderdale. Welcome. And Joshua Gruberman. Sorry about that. Has joined us. John King is here. Now it's a party. So according to that little thing up there, it's 8%. What do you guys think of the lighting? There's no. I need to get curtains or something. I think because that the glare from there is just kind of like just washes everything out. I don't know. I'm working with it. We'll deal with it. No, it is what it is. I don't know. Either that or I need to get better lighting here or something. Thank you. Yeah, forgive me. So it's either Chloe or Haley, and I don't know which. It's just into the room. Julia's into the room as well. It's a family thing now. What's wrong with your mic? Does my mic sound bad? What mic? Does it sound bad? That's not good. Let's see. Switch what microphone is using the headset. Let's see. Very bad. Very bad is bad. Can you hear better? Is it better now? Is it better now? Yes? No? Hey, Katie has just joined us. Welcome, Katie. Let's figure this thing out. Let's see. It's better. That's weird. So it must be using this. I don't want to mess things up here, but I inevitably will. Where are the settings? Has to be settings. Pop out dashboard, restore chat, all this fun stuff here. Where are the settings? This is not good. Edit. Maybe edit. Let's try that. Webcam. Do I have a thing to select a microphone? Are you not there? Are you not there? Monetization, we don't care. It's better? Oh, I didn't do anything. Julie says, hi, Claudia. Did Claudia join the room? Did Claudia come in? I don't see her name. There she is. Woo! Woo! The sound is good. I don't know if it's coming through the headset or the camera. So I can't tell. So I'm going to leave this on just in case. It's not going to interfere with my ability to eat and drink things. So I'm going to leave this on just in case it's using this and not that. So there we go. I feel like I missed everything, that all life was going on while I was trying to mess with stuff. All right. So everybody says it's better. Joshua says it's better. Let's see. Julie says better as heck. All right. Better. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody coming to the room while I was busy trying to mess with this stuff? No, everybody's like, it's one big happy family now, and everybody's saying hi to each other. So I think the headset, can you change? I can't change. There's no place to change which input source it is. So I'll just keep wearing this and leave that up. And we ran into something similar one time where somebody was saying that, I don't know if the problem was the audio or the problem was video or something. And we said, okay, let's take a look at it. And we ended up like stopping the stream, and so I don't want to do that, because then we had to do another stream. People had to join that, yada, yada, yada. I think headset, can you change? Yeah, I don't know. As long as it sounds good now, I'm just going to kind of leave things alone. I'm not going to mess with anything. I'm just going to kind of leave things. In honor of the Kentucky Derby is today. And they usually did it on a Sunday, but that's just me. If I knew it was the Kentucky Derby, I would have had a mint julep ready. Let's see. Here's 3 fun facts about it. Only 3-year-old horses are allowed to compete. Only 3 fillies have won the race. No horse with names beginning with Q, X, or Y. So no horses are allowed in the race with their names beginning with Q, X, or Y. What do? They change their name if they're a winning horse, and they know that they have a chance of winning. If they want to enter them in the Kentucky Derby, they have to change their name? Although, to be fair, I mean, really, how many horses what kind of names can you have with a Q or X? You can have Xerxes, you can have Quincy, but there you go. Oh, have ever won. Okay, no horses with names beginning with Q, X, or Y have ever won. Well, one has to wonder how many horses were there that had the name started with a Q, X, or Y. So, no, they're allowed. They just haven't won. Time for a name change, I think. I've been wanting to try those Jarritos so bad. Well, I just heard about them. I think Matt Zion from Reckless Eating, he posted something on Instagram, and it was like the variety pack. So individually, they're not selling all of them individually. From what the guy at the liquor store told me is they're doing them one at a time. So one at a time. Otherwise, you're gonna have to get the small cans that are in there. I got this gigantic. What is this? 16 ounces? No, 25 ounces. This is our adult beverage today. But I decided I was going to do something a little bit different with this. All right. So both our adult beverage and our soft drink, they're both citrus, right? So we have this guy for our adult beverage, and we have the bloody grapefruit ramune for our soft drink. But what I want to do is, before I drink this is by Jarritos, and it's mandarin. So before we do that, I want to take a sip of this, which is the Jarritos mandarin. I'm going to see how it compares. So, I mean, I know this is a hard soda, so it's an alcoholic beverage. It's not going to taste the same and everything. I just want to see if how much it tastes like the Jarritos mandarin, with a little bit of alcohol in it. There we go. Moo, hoof-hearted. Oh wait, we're going off on hooves and let's see. Hoof-hearted. Is that a song by Extreme Jules? I'm Haley, but Chloe's upstairs. Oh, okay. Is Chloe going to come down and watch? Or is she watching upstairs? Also, here's the weird news story of the stream. Somebody in Old Bridge, New Jersey has dropped approximately 500 pounds of cooked pot. I saw that. I saw pictures of that. And I thought it was like some sort of fungus or something that was growing and everything. But there's like, it's like in a ditch or a creek. And there's these huge mounds of cooked pasta. And nobody knows where it came from. I mean, it's not, I don't suppose you can like do DNA on a mound of cooked pasta to determine where it came from and everything. It's just such a weird thing. I don't even know if it's like, is that illegal? Is it illegal to dump cooked pasta in the woods? I don't know. It's just a weird thing. It's like a gift from Italian space aliens. I honestly don't know what's going on with that. That is weird, Adam. It's definitely weird. I had a fantastic Cinco de Rico. Yeah, by the way, a happy 6 de Mayo, everybody. No, hoof. Okay. It's not hoof-hearted. It's hoof-hearted. I get it, Jules. Okay. I don't know if I should humor you on that one. It's that was one of those things like Anchorman, right? You just want me to read what's there, and all of a sudden everyone goes, "What? What did he say?" Italian aliens dropped it. That's what I'm thinking, Jules. All righty. So what do we got? We got 109. We got a couple minutes. You're smart, Val. I am. You can figure it out. Nothing gets past you. Wow, that's a nice ice hand. Welcome to the show. By the way, I am mostly Italian. Apparently, it was a guy whose mother. Oh, they know who did it. Apparently, it was a guy whose mother died and stocked up on pasta during COVID, and for some reason, he decided to stocked up on pasta. Now, you can stock up on pasta, like by filling your pantry shelves with uncooked pasta. But who stocks up on cooked pasta? I mean, like, who does that? Guy whose mother died and stocked up on pasta during COVID, and for some reason decided to dump it in the woods. And apparently, it rained and the moisture. Oh, so it wasn't cooked, and the water cooked the pasta. I don't. I saw the stacks, and I don't believe that. And the reason I say that is because it was like a round mound, and it was kind of like all mixed up and everything. It looked like somebody dumped it cooked. Don't. I don't know. I think it might have been in a creek, Adam. It looked like it was in a creek or something. But there's pictures out there if you guys want to look that up. There's pictures out there. It was a big mystery. It was like on all the major news stations, and people going like, we don't know why these big mounds of pasta have turned up in New Jersey, but there we go. It's a pizza man. I'm working in Italian. Oh, really, Joshua? That's cool. I eat in Italian restaurants. I ever worked in a restaurant. Well, I sort of. I worked in an ice cream parlor that had sandwiches and stuff like that. So I guess that counts. I think only 12 people watching. That's what I'm getting to. So 12 people, but that's good. That's actually good. We're not a huge channel. We have maybe five. What do we have? Like 5,200 subscribers, something like that. 12, 13, or to 13 now. 13 is not bad. I take what I can get. You guys are an awesome community. You guys are an awesome. We have this wonderful. Thank you. 5.3. We have this awesome camaraderie. I don't care if it's 13 or 14 or 130. Actually, to be fair, like the stream. Thank you, Joshua. To be fair, if we were somebody like LA Beast, he's got something like 2 million subscribers, right? And so he does a live stream, and when his live stream, I can't see how he can possibly follow that, because it just goes like this. Like, I'm watching it and I see it go like this. So and people get upset. They go like, "Hey, I wrote something. You guys, didn't you see it?" I'm like, no, you can't. How do you see it? You start talking about something and just keeps on going. So right now we're manageable. The news does say that the neighbors confirmed he dumped it raw. But you're right, Val. It looked weird. Yeah, it didn't look like it was dumped raw. It looked like it was dumped cooked. But what do I know? Yeah, still a weird story, and more popular than people would have thought. So I think, like, Adam, I don't know if you thought that was an obscure story, but it's pretty. It's out there. Everybody is. Oh, don't cry. It's 14 people now. It's 14 people now. Don't cry. We're good. R.I.P. Jerry Springer. I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, he was a person. So the news does say that. Okay, we got it. We're up to date. We're there. All right. Katie, as long as I have you here, sort of here, we're still on for tomorrow, right? We're going to be doing some filming tomorrow. Katie? Yes? No? Just, it was easier than texting you right now because I'm in the middle of a live stream. But there we go. Just checking it out. Katie from Beyond Seattle Eats, everybody. All right. I suppose we can get started. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 snacks. We got 7 snacks. We got 2.5 drinks. So let's get started. So we're going to start with this. This is our adult beverage of choice today. But let's read a card. So the question is, which milky white soft cheese bears the name? I should do that. So like like when I pretend to read a card, I kind of do that because I'm reading off the other thing. I should do that just to keep that up. So there we go. You still have the peanut brutal. I do, and I should do that. I don't know. I'm not sure if I should do it live because somebody suggested it. I don't know who this was suggested this. Now, a little bit of backstory. I did an episode of eating the peanut brutal, and I just did number 1, and it was so intensely hot that I couldn't even finish that. And I found out later that it originally was given by Nuff from Main Event Pong to Matt from Reckless Eating, who gave it to me. And that is odd that there's no Janice. You're right. Could this be her breaking her streak? Nah, not possible. I hope she's all right. So Nuff gave it to Matt, who gave it to me. And what Nuff told me afterwards was he thinks that it was kind of doped, like they gave him a doctored one, a doctored peanut brutal that had like extra capsaicin extract and stuff on top of it. So So I think that's probably what the case is. Now, what somebody else suggested was, hey, you don't have to. Oh, it's Janice. There we go. Oh, that's right. You are at the LA County Fair. I forgot you did mention that. So Janice, but thanks for popping in and keeping your record solid. So there we go, Janice Yamanaka, everybody. Well, let me know if you find anything interesting at the LA County Fair. I'm thinking of going, but right now I don't have a vehicle. So yeah, I saw the one he ate. It looked weird. Yeah, that's. So this might have been the same. This was the same from the same batch they gave him. So, but what somebody suggested is, hey Val, why don't you do this? Why don't you just chew it? Give yourself a time limit for chewing it, and then spit it out. You don't have to swallow it. And I think I might do that. Now, I'm thinking of not doing it live only because what if I can't talk, right? I mean, it's pointless to do a live stream when I can't talk. But I will leave the camera running so you guys know that I'm not substituting it with something else. So probably will do an episode. I just extracted the video from when I did the back-to-back 2022 and 2021 hockey one chip challenges, and I'm going to do that as a separate episode. So it's just me eating the one chip challenges, and that should be out soon. And then we're getting, let's see, when the 2023 one comes out, we'll obviously do that, and we'll be doing some other hot stuff soon. So there we go. Ice Hand, you suggested it. Yes, thank you. All right, so let's read the card, and let's pretend like we're reading off the thing that I wrote, but I didn't write it, and we're reading it directly off the card. But let's just keep continuity on the live stream. So, which milky white soft cheese bears a name that literally translates as cooked twice? Again, what milky white soft cheese bears a name that literally translates as cooked twice? There we go. All right, now let's get into this guy. Okay, so this is not Jarritos. Jarritos doesn't make this, but it's by Jarritos, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Jarritos was founded in Tijuana, Mexico in 1950 by Don Francis El Güero Hill in 1950. But this is made by Anheuser-Busch in Baldwinsville, New York. And I don't have to tell you about Anheuser-Busch. They're like the largest beer brewery, I guess, in the world. So there we go. Drink it like the hot ginger ale. That's what you get. That's what you get. You would love to see me do a spit take on this, but I don't think it's going to happen. It would have to be something. Hey, Sonic just joined the room. Welcome, Sonic. Did I neglect anybody? Did I neglect to recognize anybody as you entered the room? So, anyways, this is a 5% ABV hard soda. It is their mandarin flavor. But we're going to do this. Before I actually drink this, I'm going to have a sip of this. So this is the original Jarritos Mandarin soda. And this is the Mandarin hard soda. So I'm going to take a sip of this and then see how it compares to this. Now, with an open mind, knowing that this is going to have some alcohol content and everything, but just to see, how different it is. Hey, I think Bob is there. It says REA Junior Music New. And I'm not sure why it's new. You are Bob, yes? You have Bob's picture. So, Bob, are you Bob? REA Junior Music New? I don't know. Okay, people are guessing. Okay, so I have that guy. I want to save this bottle cap. Although we did Jarritos on the live stream before, so I think I probably have a Jarritos bottle cap, but saving it anyways. Try and stop me. Julie, are you congratulating Bob for completing the Boston Marathon? Because Bob completed the Boston Marathon. Everybody give Bob a round of applause for completing the Boston Marathon. Joshua Maxwell has entered the room. Hey, Val, and I have Fridays and Saturdays off from work. All right, cool. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, do. Now it said REA Junior Music New, and now it just says REA Junior Music. So we're back to the Bob we know and love. All right, here we go. A little orangey smell. Bear with me 1 second. I'm getting some like bleed over of conversation in the next room, so I'm going to go ahead and close the door. You guys might not have been able to hear it, but I heard it, and it was loud, and so this is better. It's not distracting. Cheers. I'm gonna just drink this right out of the bottle. You guys don't mind, right? Now, I know a lot of people say like, mandarin's just kind of orange, but it has the unique taste. It's more like it's somewhere between orange and tangerine, mandarin. It's somewhere between orange and tangerine, and this definitely has that flavor. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's a nice drink. It's a nice soft drink. I just wanted that taste. I don't know where Tom is, but Tom had a situation where they were driving down the road and about 800 yards in front of them, the hillside came down and blocked the road. And then I think it was yesterday, they've had a lot of rain and the other side of the road washed out. So their town was kind of like trapped in the middle of nowhere. So it's possible that he doesn't have like internet access or something, like somehow like rain or the weather has taken that down. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't remember him having anything scheduled or anything. Haven't been on in a while. Has your room changed? Yes, Sonic. It's in a new place. So we moved in February, I think it was. Have you not been on since February, Sonic? We moved in February. Same apartment complex, but different apartment. And I've had to kind of move things around and everything. I'm still not happy with the lighting. I might do something like, something else or anything. I'm just not happy with lighting because if I leave that closed and it's too dark, this light's weird. That washes everything out. That's there's too much glare and everything. So I have to figure it out. Like, do I get curtains? Do I compensate by doing other? I don't know yet, but I'm working on it. So yes, Sonic, since you were here last, if you were not here since February, yeah, my room has changed because it's a different room. It's a different apartment. Chloe isn't watching because she is rude. Maybe not. Did you ask her? Did she say I'm not watching because I'm rude? Okay. Val, what's the word of the week? Joshua, you put me on the spot. So the word of the week is insurmountable. That is the word of the week, is insurmountable. All right. Did you try the KFC Double Down? No, not really. The reason I haven't tried the KFC Double Down is because it's new. But it comes out every once in a while. So it's something that they've had before. Unless they're changing the recipe or changing something else. I mean, that's not something that I really want to check out just because it's just, I mean, like that much, like it's like heart attack. It's like eating a heart attack. So although to be fair, I've never done a double down episode. So maybe I should just do the episode just to do it. Like the McRib. I did a McRib episode one of the times that they brought it back. So, but it was like years after they had actually come out with it. So I don't know. Maybe I should try the double down. What do you guys think? Here's what I'm going to do. Hang on a second here. Let's do this. I can't talk and type at the same time. Boom. Okay. There we go. All right. I'll let you guys decide. The KFC Double Down is my favorite fast food item, but you're legally obligated to rub it all over your face. Oh, okay. So if I do an episode, Katie, then I will have to rub it all over my face because you said so. So I will do that. I think KFC is like McDonald's; they're not creative anymore. It's always the same food items, just repackaged. Well, the difference between KFC and McDonald's is McDonald's is like, well, I can't say it's really different. So I don't know if you guys tried the spicy McNuggets. They weren't spicy at all. No heat whatsoever. They just tasted like regular McNuggets. The only thing that was decent about it was they had this sauce, this unique sauce that they served with it, and that was good. But it was like a Korean barbecue sauce that was really good, and that was the only reason. That was the only thing worth getting the spicy McNuggets, but they were not spicy whatsoever. So I think if I had to get, my favorite fast food is probably the spicy chicken sandwich at Popeyes. I'd have to give that some thought. I'll tell you what, Katie, do me a favor. on our community page, there is a post that's for an Ask Val episode. And so can you put that in as a question for an Ask Val live stream? Is what is my favorite fast food? You put that in there, and then it gives me time to think about that, and I'll come up with something. The McRib comes out one a year. The Double Down one a decade. But the thing about the McRib is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the McRib they discontinued the McRib. So the last time the McRib came out, they said it's not coming back. That's what they said, anyways. But maybe it's like one of the Who's farewell tours, and there will be another one. Yes, and use hot sauce. Oh, and rub the hot sauce all over my face. Okay, there we go. I don't have to do that. When I can bring hot sauce with me. So, there we go. Growing tired of KFC and McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, they really haven't done anything really interesting in the longest time. KFC did those wraps. I don't know if you guys tried those wraps. We did an episode on the KFC wraps and everything. They were sort of like soft tacos, and they weren't great. So still a fan of Popeye's chicken. Popeye is good, yeah. And Burger King, not really crazy about Burger King. Carl's Jr. is decent. The only thing that disappoints me about Carl's Jr. is what you order is never what the poster looks like. But I guess it's the same everywhere. Drink and card answer. Okay, got you, Jules. So Janice is not here to keep me on track. That's what Jules is here for. All right, so here we go. Cantaritos by Jarritos. And apparently they do have multiple flavors. I'm wondering if they have a tamarind one. It might be in the variety pack, but I didn't. But again, what the guy in the liquor store told me is they're only doing these one at a time in this size, like as a single. So I don't want to buy the variety pack and then have it not be good and then have to drink the whole thing or pour it down the sink. So there we go. So let's go ahead and open this. I enjoy Wendy's burger and fries. Yeah, Wendy's is pretty good. Well, I would say, like, if you're going to compare Wendy's with McDonald's and Burger King, and maybe even Jack in the Box, I would say Wendy's is, the burger is better. That's just me. Carbonated, that's fun. Let's see. Color's about the same, right? I don't like the Wendy's burgers are square. It throws me off for some reason. Yeah, but I guess that's what differentiates them from the other places. Oh, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. There is that alcohol flavor in the back, but it's not really, really strong. So it doesn't taste like you mix it like half vodka or anything like that. It almost gives it kind of like a candy flavor, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I could see drinking this and like not realizing that it has any alcohol content at all, and just just drinking it and probably getting that would send me like to Vegas Pizza Land. Yeah, it's so weird. With the alcohol in it, it just tastes more candy-like. It's almost, and it's a little bit syrupy, more syrupy, but the flavor is pretty much the same. They got the flavor right. I'm sure they just took bottles of this and added alcohol to it. However they do that, I don't know. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I'm going to get it a thumbs up. It's odd though. Like I can't think. I don't think I could just sit down and enjoy a glass of that or a can of that or a bottle of that the way I can, a soda. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But again, it's good. It's going to get a thumbs up. The flavor is the same. The sweetness is there. The alcohol, you can tell the alcohol's there, but it's just kind of weird. It's kind of like we did hard root beers, and we did 3 of them. So we did Not Your Father's Root Beer, The Best Damn Root Beer, and Coney Island Root Beer. And the first 2 had too much alcohol flavor, right? And the second one was really, really true to that root beer flavor. So I really like the second one. I mean, the third one. I'm sorry, the Coney Island one. So I think this is kind of in that same category. This one's really this they have maintained the sense and flavor of the Jarritos mandarin, and so yeah, thumbs up. Barks root beer is the best. I don't know about that. Barks root beer is the best. That's the best root beer I had. The best root beer I had, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a brute. They make it themselves, or they make it locally. And it was really really good. The other one that I like is what's the one that's fire brewed? I think they make it in Milwaukee. It was a beer company that started making sodas. We've done it on this show. We've done a couple of their sodas. I think we did an orange cream soda, and I think it's like Spreckers or something like that. Spreckers, if I'm not mistaken. They have a really really good root beer. But Barks is good. To each his own. Have you tried the habaneros flavor of Pringles? I'm glad you said that, Jules, because yes, I did, and we should have that episode up. Maybe we'll put it up tonight. Maybe we'll put that episode up tonight. But yes, I did, Jules. Hires root beer is better. Hires root beer is good too. I guess you'd have to decide what root beers aren't good. Love the breweries that also make in-house root beer. Yeah, they're really good. I just wish I could remember the one. It was at Jack's. No, excuse me, Jack's Cosmic Dog in South Carolina. They had the root beer there. I'd have to go back. I think I did a blog article on Jack's Cosmic Dog, and I probably mentioned what it was there. I'll have to find that out. I will. I'll go back and check the blog article, and I'll let you guys know. It's not something that's commercially available and everything. It's like locally brewed and everything. But also, Katie, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you and me and Matt and Nuff went to that what is it, the family brewery that we went to, I'm pretty sure that I got a root beer there, one of their root beers, and I think that was pretty good. So there we go. Hey, Buzz Lightyear has just entered the room. He's gone from infinity and beyond. All right. So yeah, let's go to our question. Our question was, in fact, what milky white soft cheese bears a name that literally translates as cooked twice? And let's see. That seemed like years ago. Where are the answers or the guesses? I don't see them. I have to scroll all the way back up there, and I don't see them. And I know because I saw people posting stuff. Horseradish ice cream topped with peanut brittle. Yeah, but you got to find horseradish. How do you find? I'm gonna have to get an ice cream maker. I think there's so many flavors of ice cream that I would love to try. I'm gonna have to get an ice cream maker. That's it. Hey, if anybody's listening, what's coming up? Christmas is coming up. Ice cream maker. Julie said ricotta. Bob said bocconcini. It is in fact ricotta cheese. So I don't know. Have you guys had familiarity with ricotta cheese? They use ricotta cheese in some desserts, like cannoli. They'll stuff cannoli with ricotta cheese. They also use it in making lasagna. So it's not like a cheese and crackers kind of cheese. I made red wine ice cream one time. It was awesome. That sounds good, Katie. So I take it you have an ice cream maker. Tried 1921 crema tequila, best liqueur I ever had. It's a better version of Bailey's, but it's tequila based. That's interesting. I wonder, what do British love to eat most of the time? Where are our British people? Anoli, canopti. Forget it. Let's call the whole thing off. I did. It broke. I need a new one. Yep, you and me both, Katie. So, I don't need a new one. I need one. I never had one. So, but I think I'm gonna be like a mad scientist if I get an ice cream maker. I know I would. I would just be putting things together that don't have any right being put together in ice cream. But I'm gonna make that a quest. I'm gonna make that a quest, Katie. I'm gonna get myself an ice cream maker and we're gonna do ice creams. So it looks like I got a lot of spicy stuff here. Let's see. Nope, 3 spicy things, 1 sweet thing, 1 questionable thing, and then 2 savory things. I think This is our sweet one, and I don't think I want to start with the sweet one. I think I'm gonna like leave it for like dessert. And the reason is because I don't want that sweetness in my mouth to like mess with everything else. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the what I'm gonna call bland. This is not spicy, not sweet, and that's these. See that? Get my big head out of the way. So these are roasted sprats. We've done sprats before, I think, on the show, and we've also done episodes of Claudia won't like that, Yogi. Well, oh, it's Claudia. Yeah. Where's the dude? The dude is out there. I think Claudia is home now. She was out earlier, but I think but there was the like either television or somebody talking that was loud, so I had to close the door. I look like a sportscaster, Coach Madden. Oh, I hope I don't look like Madden. I have gained some weight over the years, though. But do I sound like a sportscaster? Val, have you heard of Arby's? Have I heard of Arby's? Joshua, where you been? I've done like tons of Arby's episodes. I think what is the last one I did at Arby's? I think it was the Wagyu Meat Mountain. So basically, I ordered a meat mountain and I ordered the Wagyu beef and I put the Wagyu beef patty on the meat mountain. I think that was the thing I do. No, Sonic, actually, Arby's is kind of hit and miss. So like their roast beef is not great. The roast beef is not great, but they did those two Diablo Dare sandwiches were really good, I thought. But I'm not a big fan of their roast beef. So I don't know whose roast beef I would be a fan of. We did a roast beef crawl in Boston, in the Boston area, and those were pretty good. But I don't know if I have like a favorite. The Meat Mountain is excellent. Yeah, it's a great challenge sandwich. But Katie, have you done it where you've gotten the Wagyu beef patty and put that on top of the Meat Mountain? That was fun. Julie was there when I filmed that. I think I started doing imitations of a horse when I was talking about the horsey sauce, and she got a kick out of that. So. Surprise fourth fact that I heard just from the Derby broadcast: the jockeys are allowed to the race. Wait, the jockeys are allowed the race in every race that goes on the track on Derby Day, but they usually just focus on the Derby. Oh, they're doing other races besides the Derby. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. My favorite stuff. That's exactly it. The horsey sauce, roast beef and cheddar and horsey sauce. Yeah, I just don't like the roast beef. The roast beef is not great. I'm a fan of the curly fries. Those are good too. I enjoy barbecue festivals. I do too. We never did a YouTube episode of a barbecue festival, but I did cover the OC barbecue fest. They were doing it at the Orange County Fair. It was specifically a barbecue festival, and I think it was a blog article on that. Hello, everyone. Old guy. Oh, Mrs. Old Guy. Old guy's busy working, but wanted me to log in and say hello for him. Okay, we were worried about you, Deborah, because last time I talked to Tom, he said that your town, the road that goes in and out of your town on both ends was damaged. So one was by that rock slide that you guys just narrowly missed, and the other end got washed out. And so he said there's just a dirt road is the only way in and out of town. So I was just wondering, oh, like maybe they don't have internet because the stuff is down. But if he's working, then that's cool. Tell Tom we said hello and we love him, and we'll see him soon. I have not added the Wagyu. That sounds even better. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Katie, we did that. Julie, when was I up there? Do you remember? It was, I kind of want to say October, but maybe not. So yeah, we actually did an episode of that, Katie. So that's out there. You want to check that out. Subway? Yeah, I don't like Subway, Sonic. You want really roast beef, go to Hat or the Hat? Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know the Hat did roast beef. They're famous for their pastrami. Didn't know they did roast beef. I'll have to check that out. Boston Markets, that's probably better too. But yeah, theme park foods. Yeah, Janice is the queen of theme park foods. She's like, I think at least every week she's doing something at Knott's where she's doing theme park foods. So. Interviewed Jockey, who was racing in every race today. They said he was the only one doing it. Huh. No one knows because the only one they pay attention to is the Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Derby and King Charles coronation of similar thing. Big hats for the women. Yeah, I think you're right, Sonic. That's it. The only way in and out. He'll have his stream. Good day all. Okay, thank you, Deborah. Thank you for letting us know. So Tom is having his stream today. So for everybody there, Tom is old guy in Colorado, and he usually does a stream where he cooks something on Saturdays at 4. I'm going to say 4 p.m. Pacific time, whatever that is locally. So check that out. So thank you, Deborah. Tell him we said hi. Love to mix Fanta and Diet Coke. I haven't tried that. I wonder what that would taste like. I'll have to try that. Yeah, Sonic. Tom is okay. He's just working, so we're good. Thank you, Julie. Julie posted our New England or North Shore. I have to be very specific. It's North Shore roast beef because there's a lot of places. Let me do roast beef all over the country and everything, but there's something very specific about North Shore roast beef. And when I say North Shore, that's in the Boston area, but north of Boston, north of the city of Boston. There's the North Shore and the South Shore. And North Shore roast beef is a completely different thing. Julie posted the episode, the link for the episode there, so check it out. There we go. So we're gonna try these. Let's go ahead and read a question. And the question is, Kelly's is not good. Sonic, Kelly's is not good, but the reason that we went to Kelly's is because Kelly's invented the North Shore roast beef sandwich. So that's why we went to the Plymouth Rock Festival. That's funny. I don't know. I asked that question. All right, here we go. Question is, which country grows the largest proportion of apples globally? Again, which country grows the largest proportion of apples globally? Now we're going to open these. These are roasted sprats in tomato sauce, produced from wild-caught Baltic sea fish. Now, this is wild-caught. There's not a guy with like a fishing rod or even a giant net, because sprats are tiny little fish. They're like sardines or smelts. They're tiny fish. But the company is, let's see if I can say this right, Brivais Vilnis. Roasted sprats. It's a product of Latvia. Brivais Vilnis was founded in Latvia in 1949. So we're gonna go ahead and give these a try with chili flavor. So maybe they're not as bland as I assumed. Washington State grannies are there different? Is there a difference between where Granny Smith apples are made, Sonic? North American apples. Sonic, here, this was a trivia question that we asked before. Do you know where apples are native to? Or where apples originated? That's kind of funky look. I don't want to like pour tomato sauce all over the place, and I think I will. You guys see that? Yeah, you can see that. Kind of weird looking. I'm trying to figure out how to get the fish out of there. They look like they're standing up. You know, if fish had legs. I'm just gonna eat it like a chunk. There we go. These aren't really meaty. It's really soft. You wouldn't need teeth to eat these. They start out kind of mellow. The tomato sauce is iffy. It's not as bad as SpaghettiOs tomato sauce, but it's not as good as my homemade tomato sauce. So here's what happens. The more you eat that, the more you get that fishy taste. That fishy taste just like permeates in your mouth. It's pretty intense from a fish taste. Like I have not had fish, like even sardines in a can, that had that strong of fish taste. There's a really, really strong fish taste. If you're not a big fan of things that smell or taste fishy, you're not gonna like. Well, I didn't catch the smell. It doesn't really have that smell, but it has that taste like that smell, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I'm gonna give that a thumbs in the middle. Again, I don't like that there's no texture to it, right? There's no, like, even sardines, when you're eating sardines, even there's something to at least chew a little bit. This is just, it's really mushy. The tomato sauce isn't great. I don't even care that there's not a lot of chili in there. There's just a subtle amount of chili in there. But that overly fishy taste that comes in at the end, not really crazy about either. But they're not horrible. They're not terrible. So that's why I'm going to give them a thumbs up. There we go. All right, let's go back to our question. And our question was, which country grows the largest proportion of apples globally? And let's see. Sonic said North America, I think. I think that was it. Julie said USA. Icehan said Canada. Sonic said Washington State Grannies, but you might have been talking about something more specific. No, Jules, what you're so Julie said I thought sprats were pants or shoes. No, spats. They're not shoes. People don't really wear them so much anymore, but it's kind of like a covering that goes over your shoe. It doesn't cover your whole shoe, but it covers where the laces are, and it's like a piece of cloth. It's almost like a sock. Think about it like a sock that you wear over your shoes, but it only goes around. How do I see if I can demonstrate with my own foot? If I can get it up that high. All right. So spats come down here. I'm on the wrong side. Come down here and here. And so there's a strap that goes under the shoe that holds it on. And they usually have like buttons going up them and everything. They're for dress, for like when you're wearing a tuxedo and everything. And they just cover the laces on your shoes. So that's essentially what they are. But those are spats, not sprats. I hope I set that straight. There we go. All right. Where was I? I was over here. Oh, I was asking which country grows the largest proportion of apples locally. Did I miss any? I think I got them all. I did get them all. Oh, Joshua Grubenman says England. Joshua, I'm sorry, is correct, and that was the source of apples. So apples originated in England. There are a couple of native apples like crab apples and everything, but they're inconsequential as far as what we eat. But the ones that Quatland. Well, Tom's not here, Eli. You got to represent. But but Joshua is correct that apples originated in England. They were brought over here by the English, and the English came over here. Here's how we put this. Yeah, it didn't happen, Jules. We were close, but it didn't happen. So there we go. All right. So which country grows the largest proportion of apples globally? I didn't see anybody write this, but it's actually China, which kind of makes sense. China produces 7 times more apples than the U.S. and Canada combined. Well, I mean, think of it. China's a big country, and they kind of have varying climates, and so I think apples grow in a cooler climate, and they have that there. So why do you have 2 tripods, cameraman Val? Actually, I have 3. One's over there, but it has lighting on it, and these both have cameras on it because I don't know if you guys noticed or not. Tell me if you have, or you haven't, but when I'm doing the regular episodes, I'm doing 2 camera angles now, and so I'm trying my best. I think the editing's okay as far as using both the angles. What it helps me for is editing, right? So I try to edit out pauses. I try to edit out things where I stop and make a mistake and then I go on from there and everything. I try to edit those out. So having 2 camera angles allows me to do that, because if I know I make a mistake, I just turn, I face the other camera, I do it there, and then it makes it more seamless, I think, and also gives you different angles, so it keeps your mind busy. So, you guys like it? Let me know. What do you think? Do you like the 2 camera angles on the videos or not? Again, obviously not doing it on the live streams, but I think unless I'm doing a short, which I'm doing on the phone, then I'm doing 2 camera angles. So from now on, or if I'm doing I was gonna say if I'm doing something in the car, but even in the car, I'm doing 2 angles. So I'm using the cell phone and one of the cameras. There we go. I think I need a new camera. Maybe I could send you one, and hopefully it wouldn't get broken, because I do have like an extra one. I could send you one. 2 cams with a wider shot and then closer on the food. Well, I usually do a close-up of the food anyways, Icehand. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but as you watch the videos, I usually do close-ups of the food. And I do that like either before I eat it, or like I stop in the middle and then I do a close-up of the food and then I continue on. So, but I don't want to have one focused on the food the whole time. I will do that when I'm doing if I'm doing something like a collaboration, where in a collaboration, you're just seeing like 2 or 3 or maybe 4, and you're seeing us all, then I might have the camera on the food because I'm not really going to stop in the middle and then do close-ups and everything. So I might do that. There you go. I'm craving some teriyaki chicken. Well, Eli, go get some teriyaki chicken, or order it. There you go. All right, let's start getting into stuff here. Let's start up easy and then work our way into the spicy stuff. And then again, we're going to finish with dessert, our sweet thing. I'm going to do these next. So let's see. Let's read a question. And our question, no. Not only is the question like kind of open-ended, but the answer is wrong. I mean, the answer isn't wrong. It's just not specific. So the question, I'll read you the question and the answer, just because, so you'll know why. Yeah, the question is, what is gazpacho? And their answer is cold soup. It's not just cold soup. It's a tomato-based soup. So I don't know. I just don't like that question, and you're not going to get it. So here we go. What does the HP stand for in HP sauce? Do we have some UK folks in the room, I think. What does the HP stand for in HP sauce? All right. So I'm going to leave that over there and get to this. So this is from Jack Links. Now, his last name isn't Links, and the links they're not talking about sausage links. His name is Jack Link, '*S. So these are Jack Links, jerkies or whatever, right? This is Jack Links. So Jack Links was founded by John Jack Link in 1986 in Minong, Wisconsin. Now, this is a collaboration with 7-Eleven. So I think I got about 3 things here from 7-Eleven this week. It is a collaboration with 7-Eleven. That's why it has the 7 Select. You guys see the 7 Select? That is kind of the house brand of 7-Eleven. So this is a collaboration with 7 Select. And these are thick cut hickory smoked bacon, smoke flavor added. I don't think it's jerky. I think it's just bacon. It's just thick cut hickory smoked bacon, not jerky. Smoke flavor added. I'm okay with that. I don't know. Is there anything else to know? Probably not. So let's go ahead and try this. See what's in it. Is this something I can give to Doodle? Pork cubed with water, salt, sugar, smoke flavoring, and there's some chemically stuff in there. And my worry is, like, as far as giving stuff to Doodle, I want to make sure there's no onion in there or garlic in there, because those are really, really bad for dogs. That's a piece of bacon. Now, my thing is, I just kind of wish this was crispy, but I understand that. I suppose you could crisp it. Just stick this in a frying pan for a few minutes until it crisps up. You could do that. But if you're hankering for a piece of bacon, just go out and get these. Nice smell. You smell the smoke. Again, I like my bacon crunchy, but it's okay. This is good to have on hand. You want to make sandwiches, a BLT or something, right? Put it on bacon. I mean, on a burger. You don't feel like making bacon. If you don't feel like making bacon from scratch, get one of these. Keep that on hand. Throw a couple slaps on there. Slap a couple of slabs of bacon on there, and you're golden. It's a nice taste. Not greasy. Has some chewiness to it. I miss the crunchiness, but actually pretty good. Jack and the Links. *7-Eleven need to sell some horsey stuff? You mean a horseradish? Or do you mean like stuff made out of a horse? You probably have to go to the 7-Eleven in Quebec to get stuff with horse. Yeah, it's a little bit fatty, but it's not too fatty, Jocelyn. It's a good blend. I like burnt or chewy bacon. You would like this then, because this is chewy. I don't like it crispy though. I don't like it too burnt, where all you're tasting is charcoal. I don't like the wobbly one. Yeah, not a big fan either, but I like the crispy. It's pretty good. That's gonna be a thumbs up. You know, maybe not an enthusiastic thumbs up because, like I said, I wish it was kind of crispy, but it's a nice snack, and this is the kind of a really good thing to have on hand. Like I said, you're doing something you want to throw bacon in. Maybe you're making, you know, you're heating up a can of beans and you want pork and beans. You just cut up some of that, throw that in there, be done with it. You know. So yeah, it's gonna get a thumbs up. So that's pretty good. Let's go back to our question. Our question was, what does the HP stand for in HP sauce? What are their guesses? 8 people. Hot peppers. Obviously, Sonic, you've never had HP sauce because it's not hot. Hewlett Packard. That's funny, Jules. Hewlett Packard. I love that. And Miguel Rangel says Houses of Parliament. And Miguel, you are absolutely correct. It is, in fact, Houses of Parliament. Anybody who has not, I guess I'll have to do a show of hands, or just say yes or no. Who has had HP sauce? Or even know it's like a, if you're in the UK and you go to a chip shop or something, like a chippy, you're always gonna find a bottle of that HP sauce on the table and everything. It's not ketchupy or anything. But I've had some bacon jerky. I need to review. Love bacon jerky. Yeah, I don't know if this qualifies. I mean, it does say bacon jerky, right? And Katie, if you haven't had this one, you can get this one at 7-Eleven. But to me, like jerky has a particular, well, you know what? I was going to say jerky has a particular texture to it. But then again, it's like, what are those? Maybe it's jacklings. What are the ones that are like chunks of meat? And there's some chewiness to it, but it's not like, it's not like, that. I'm trying to think of who that is that does that. So yeah, I guess that qualifies, and that's considered jerky. So yeah, add that to your list, Katie. I guess. If it's the same as Asian pork belly meat, it's good and tasty. It is tasty. Is bacon related to pork belly? We had that question last time we did a live stream. I think there was a question about that. About what's the difference between, what was it? What was the difference between back bacon and center bacon or something? I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a difference, and we did that. Haven't done HP sauce. Well, you usually, like Sonic, if you go out to you go to a larger Ralph's, you can find some. They usually have that section with the British or the UK foods, and they usually have HP sauce. Grab some. It's really good on steak, but not like A1. It's not the same as A1, but it's a brown sauce. It's really good on steak. But pick up a bottle and try it. What's the worst that could happen? What was that movie where the guy kept putting HP sauce in his coffee? I don't remember, but it sounds funny. I'll have to check that out. That's going to drive me nuts. Jules, Katie is trying to drive me nuts, trying to figure out the movie where the guy kept putting HP sauce in his coffee. Can you try to find that, Jules? I mean, I would do it, but I'm kind of in the middle of a live stream here. Is HP sauce the same as Heinz 57 or maybe A1 steak sauce? No, not. It's not as A1 is almost like a barbecue kind of sauce, and HP is not. I don't know what Heinz 57. I guess Heinz 57 is a sauce. It's been so many years since I had Heinz 57 that I don't remember it. So maybe it is the same. Maybe it is close to Heinz 57. I think. Found it. 2003 Irish film, Intermission. Intermission was the name of the film. Now I have to check that out. So I'll put that on my list of must watches. Frog legs are tasty in France. Frog legs are tasty anywhere. Now, here's my problem with frog legs, Joshua, is that frog legs do not use the entire frog, right? They just tear the legs off, cook the legs, and then that's it. So if you go to Chinese restaurants that has frog on the menu, they will give you the whole frog. They'll chop it up. The reason that most people don't eat frog, the whole frog, is because there's so many little tiny bones that you have to work around in your mouth. That a lot of people just don't like having to do that kind of work. But it's the same meat and it's really tasty. So that's why my preference is, if I'm going to eat frog, is to go to a Chinese restaurant where I'm going to get the whole frog. I would say that, let's see, how many frog things have we done? I think when we did the midsummer, not the midsummer festival, the moon festival. One of the Asian festivals in Chinatown where we went to get mooncakes. It must have been the Moon Festival. getting mooncakes, and then we stopped at Hop Woo, and we got a frog dish there. And I think we also did, Sonic, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you were the one that suggested this frog chips. And I think you were doing it as a joke and everything, but we actually took you up on it, and we actually made frog chips. Was that you, Sonic? I'm pretty sure that was you that suggested us we do frog chips, and we actually did an episode where we made frog chips. So, which one, Jules? So this one, Claudia got that one for me in Colombia. This one is also from Colombia, but I've had this one for a while, and this is Doodle's old collar that got too small for him. There we go. Crispy duck skin, duck meat, white steamed buns with hoisin sauce and a slice of onion is great. It is great, Sonic. You make me want one right now. Hoisin is great with any sauce, with hot sauce in any soup. Hoisin with hot sauce in a soup. Huh. Oh, that's right, Jules. If I'm not mistaken, that pho place in Burlington in H Mart, I think you can get hoisin sauce on the side, and you should put that in your pho, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Okay, let's see. Do a Heinz 57 review. Sure. Heinz 57. We'll do. You know what we'll do? We'll do a Heinz 57. We'll do HP sauce, and what else do you think we should do? We should do A1. Put A1 in there, and just do a review of those of the sauces. Miguel, do me a favor. Go to the community page and go to the posting that we have up there for the in our suggestion box, and put that in the suggestion box, please. Thank you. Greek season with lemon juice, garlic, olive oil, oregano. You guys are making me hungry. Thank you, Jules. Julie posted the frog chips episode, so there's the link for it there. Oh, if folks don't know, Main Event Pong will be live. Oh, he's back on? That is awesome. He's back, baby. Just no more food challenges. So what's he doing? Is he like, if he's not doing food challenges, what is he doing? Alcohol or just talking? Either way, I'm curious to find out. I will definitely check that out tonight at 6 p.m. That's 6 p.m. Pacific time, right, Katie? So guys, check that out if you have not checked out Main Event Pong. We've done a couple of collaborations with Nuff from Main Event Pong, but it sounds like he kind of walked away from it. He just got disgusted and tired of the whole thing, and he walked away from it. It looks like he's walking back. So yeah, definitely check that out. Main Event Pong. It's on YouTube. Should be easy to find. Not a lot of places called Main Event Pong. Oh, no, I take that back. I think there was a Pretender to the Throne after he walked away, but I think that's been straightened out since. Jack Daniels makes a sauce too. Can you buy it in the grocery store in bottles? I see. Today I had a chicken fried steak and pancakes for breakfast. That's a nice breakfast. I've had that for breakfast before. Correct, 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay, definitely, guys, check that out. Main Event Pong. Oh, also, if you want to see what Main Event Pong's like, if you don't want to go look for it, go to our main page on our YouTube channel and go to feature channels. You'll find Main Event Pong in there. So just click on that. Boom, be done with it. Be sure to subscribe because it sounds like he's back in business and he's checked. So we'll definitely check that out. I will check that out. Thank you, Katie. Let's see. All right, we got time for another snack. How are we doing on time? We got another hour. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snacks and soda. I mean, the thing is, it's a live stream. So the purpose of the live stream is so that we can talk about food. We don't do as much travel, but that's part of our gig. That's part of our bag, baby. We do travel as well. We haven't done as much travel, and it's hard to do a live stream involving travel. But I think I'm going to find out some way that we can do that. But that's what our live stream is for. It's for us to talk about stuff, and talk about stuff, food, and travel. So if we're slow getting on the snacks and everything, we're slow getting on the snacks and everything. The purpose of, like I said, the purpose of this is for us to spend some time together and share stories about food and travel, unusual food and travel. There we go. All right. So the question is, what traditionally might you eat on Shrove Tuesday? Again, what traditionally might you eat on Shrove Tuesday? I didn't know that. All right, let's see. Let's get into, let's do these next and then start working our way into the spicy stuff. I don't know if you guys, they've been out for a while. Wrap Snacks. They've been around for. I didn't realize that they were around, they've been around as long as they have been. So usually there's a famous rapper on the wrapper and their name, and then what the snack is. So these are cheddar cheese and sour cream chips. These are from Wrap Snacks. Now Wrap Snacks. Let's see. Bear with me 1 second. Let me scroll up. Wrap Snacks was founded by James Lindsay in 1994 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah, they've been around since 1994. Go figure. Cheddar cheese and sour cream potato chips. Do we know anything else? I don't think so. Oh, here's a quote from Little Baby, or Lil Baby. I want to do this right. No matter what you are going through in life, remember family is everything. Stay solid, stay woke, and take advantage of every opportunity that is provided to you because, like they say in life, nothing lasts forever. That's deep. Maybe too deep for potato chips, but you know. I had the Snoop Dogg chips, really tasty. What flavor were the Snoop Dogg chips? They should be hot dog flavor. Family is everything. You're right. Some people don't know, some people don't have family, Joshua, through no fault of their own. But so yeah, if you've got family, hang on to them. You know, even if you have like dysfunctional family, even if you have family that you don't necessarily agree with, make sure that you find the time to to stay to get close to them and everything, because later on in life you look back and you go like, I missed out on the whole thing. Cheddar and barbecue, that does sound good. This has a really strong cheese smell. Really strong cheese smell. Here, oh look. I sure ain't eating liver. Liver's pretty good, Ice Hand. It depends. Like, you go into your local grocery store and you buy frozen liver and it was cut with the saw while it was frozen, and you thaw it out and you cook it, it's not going to be good. But if you get fresh liver, cook that up, some onions, even some jalapenos, a little salt and pepper, really good. And there's different kinds of liver too, like chicken liver, turkey liver, and everything. Really good. So liver tastes like a filter organ, Jules, because it is. But you would know that because you're a what is it that you are? RN, LPN, long playing nurse? I don't remember. Liver to me tastes like fried dirt. Funny you should say that, Ice Hand, because liver is one of the ingredients in dirty rice, which I really like. That's a Cajun thing, dirty rice. Did I ever make dirty rice? I want to say that I did make dirty rice, but I think I used like llama liver or something like that. Human liver with a nice Chianti. I like liverwurst too. Katie, do you notice a difference between liverwurst and have you ever had Braunschweiger? Is there like I'm trying to think, is there a difference between liverwurst and Braunschweiger? Because they both basically taste the same to me. We sell liver with Union, salvia, butter, oil, olive oil, white wine, and white balsam. Oh my God, that sounds good. Where is your Italian restaurant, Joshua? I got to come by and try that. That sounds amazing. How do you like your liverwursts? I like to make like a liverwurst sandwich on toasted rye bread, some mustard, slice of onion, and a pickle spear. That for me is like heaven. These are really good. They're savory. They have a really good cheddar flavor. They're not too salty. They're not greasy. They have a nice crunch to them, which is why I'm like eating the whole bag while I'm sitting here talking. My God, these are really good. That's a big thumbs up. These are really good. If you like potato chips and you like cheese, like cheddar cheese, these are off the hook. These are really good. Oh, big thumbs up. I got to remember this is not Jarritos. You know what I didn't do? This might be redundant, but I like sciencing. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. Switzerland National Winter. Well, when I get out to Switzerland, I am definitely going to check that out because that sounds amazing. And some of you are going like, Val, when are you going to Switzerland? Hey, you never know. I make sandwiches with liverwurst, tomatoes, and mayo. That sounds really good too. What do you use for bread, Katie? Let's see. Take the pickle spear, just the pickle spear by itself. Julie, did we do it? Did we do anything with liver, like liverwurst or something like that? We didn't do anything like that. Did we? We will. Thank you, Jules. So, who asked that? Miguel Rangel asked, "Have you had scrapple?" Julie just posted it. So, Miguel, check out the link that Julie just posted. We did a episode. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jules, we did scrapple and Taylor ham or pork roll. Right? They call them. It's pork roll and Taylor ham. You know, it's kind of interchangeable depending on what part of New Jersey you live in. But I think we did an episode where we did scrapple and Taylor ham. Yes, didn't we? Yeah, Taylor ham. So check it out. Julie just posted the link up there, and it's us eating scrapple. So there we go. Well, Julie, were you in that episode, or were you just there with me while we were doing it? I'm trying to remember. Whatever bread I have, usually 9 grade or something like that. That would be good. That would be good with liverwurst. Nice earthy kind of bread. Yeah. I go to an America trip this year. It's open for unvaxxed people. Huh. Where in America are you planning on going, Joshua? Let me know. I'll make some recommendations for you. All right. So we asked a question. The question was, what traditionally might you eat on Shrove Tuesday? Did we even have any answers? I don't remember answers. Let's see. Quat dogs. Malt liquor. Katie from Beyonce said pancakes. Wa says Shrove Tuesday. You know what? I think, if I'm not mistaken, Shrove Tuesday is the same thing as Mardi Gras, which is Fat Tuesday, which is the day before Ash Wednesday, but just in a different culture. I could be wrong. I probably am. Yeah, Katie, you're absolutely correct. It is pancakes. I didn't know that. I missed this past Shrove Tuesday being able to eat pancakes. So there we go. All right, let's do another snack. And the question is, sure, why not? What salad dressing gets its name from a region that's popular among outdoor enthusiasts? Again, what salad dressing gets its name from a region that's popular among outdoor enthusiasts? All right, let's put that over there. Let's see. What do we want to do? They're starting to get spicy here. Let's do this one next because it doesn't say it's really hot. Again, this is from 7 Select. 7 Select is available at 7-Eleven stores. It is their house brand. And these are their own brand of kettle chips. Kettle chips are a certain type of chips. They're thicker cut. They're fried. They have they have more crunch to them. Bold and spicy jalapeno, naturally and artificially flavored. All right, so these are shot. And again, 7-Eleven was founded by John Jefferson Green as totem stores originally in 1927 in Dallas, Texas. Now, the thing about 7-Eleven is, if you're going to write 7-Eleven, is how you write 7-Eleven. Like most people 7-11 or 7 dash the word 11. And actually, there's let me try that in English, or let me have some more of that Cantaritos. There's a specific way that they write their name, and it is 7-11 with everything uppercase except the last N. And they do that for a particular reason. I'm not sure what that reason is, but it is 7-11, but ELEVE is uppercase and the N is lowercase. Go figure. I mean, don't literally go figure. Just stick around with us. I studied the most useless major in college, religion. Just kidding. I loved it. when I was in high school, I took English elective courses, which were, it was different than, you know, English classes. So there were specific specific subjects of study. So one of them was comedy and humor, one of them was satire, one of them was science fiction, and the last one was religion. And it was really eye-opening and interesting because basically they didn't say this is religion, this is what's true, this is what you should believe in, everything. They just basically covered, I think, is the top or the most popular 6 religions of the world, which was really interesting. And oh, I don't know, it's somebody talking out there, which was really really interesting because it was kind of eye opening because they talked about Hinduism and they talked about Judaism and they talked about Islam, and like I said, it was really really eye opening to be able to see because I think that everybody should, even if you have a particular religion, that's what you believe. And I think I'm not going to get too much into a religion a discussion of religion because that's one of our cardinal rules here. But I just want to say that, you know, check out other religions. Just read into what they, you know, what they're all about and everything. It can be fascinating, and it helps you understand people a little bit more. Yeah, exactly. Like Katie just said. I feel like I understand people better now. Exactly. I ate alligator nuggets. Were they deep fried, Joshua? See, my problem with something like alligator is when you eat it first time, I think you should eat it prepared the lightest way possible, right? With like not a lot of sauces on it, not a lot of spices on it. I just think you should get the flavor for what is you're eating. And I think most people, when they first eat alligator, they're basically getting alligator nuggets, which are battered and deep fried and sometimes coated with sauce and sometimes sprinkled with spices and stuff. And I think it kind of takes away from the flavor. So, where do they have alligator nuggets? I think at Papados. Papados is a Cajun chain in Texas. I think they're based in Houston, if I'm not mistaken. Pappadaux, Papados, and they do Cajun food and they do alligator nuggets or, you know, whatever they call them. But they're okay. But again, you don't get the flavor of the alligator. Val, did you get into look into reading Red Shirts by John Scalzi? Not yet, Ice Hand, but it's on my list. So thank you. I eat it in Florida. Yeah, well, I would think there's a proliferation of it in Florida. Oh, yeah. You can hear that, I'm sure. Can you hear that? That crunch? It's that thing about kettle chips. Oh, wow. These are packing some heat. Wow. Oh, yeah. I love that crunch and that jalapeno flavor, the jalapeno flavor and the heat coming in afterwards. These are good. Crunchy as hell. You guys hear that, right? Nancy's Country Ranch and Peabody have delicious gator nuggets and drinks in mason jars. How come I haven't been there, Jules? I like the crunch in that. And it's not like it starts crunchy and then it gets soggy and everything. That crunch stays there until you eat the last bit of it. It's really good. A broken glass you're chewing on. What are you eating? Rocks? That's a big thumbs up. Those are really good. Now, some people might say like 7-Eleven is kind of like, you know, the Walmart of snack foods and everything. And maybe you're right. Like I think you're taking your life into your hands if you eat the sausages and stuff that are on those wheels going around that they've probably been there for 2 hours or something. I don't know because I haven't tried those, but I should. But I think they get a bad rep. Has anybody seen the recent? I think we did it as a short. So Matt Zion from Reckless Eating challenged me to eat an egg salad sandwich from 7-Eleven. So I think that the problem was he had eaten one and people were giving him crap about that. It's like, why would you eat an egg salad sandwich from 7-Eleven? It's terrible, whatever. So I took his challenge and I ate a egg salad sandwich from 7-Eleven. So I'm not going to tell you how it went. You have to go and watch it. It's a minute. You can afford a minute. It's a minute long because it is one of our shorts. And I ate the 7-Eleven egg salad, so you'll know whether it was terrible or not. But I think I'm not sure where 7-Eleven gets its reputation, but yeah, maybe sometimes it's deserved and sometimes it's not. Oh, I forgot to mention that Val and I will be live on my channel tomorrow at 12 p.m. I need to make our thumbnail. Oh, we're gonna do this live? Oh wow, Katie, I didn't know we were doing it live. All right, awesome, works for me. Because we went down to the block and got octopus salad instead. Oh, there we go. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah, sure, it's fine, absolutely fine, Katie. But we have to do some cooking, so I'll have to make sure that I do that in the kitchen because we're gonna have to actually do some cooking. All right. The question was, what salad dressing gets its name from a region that's popular among outdoor enthusiasts? Julie said ranch. Joshua said ranch. Icehand said hidden ranch. Catalina. I think everybody said ranch. And it is, in fact, Thousand Island. The Thousand Island region is in upstate New York is known for good hunting and fishing. They don't mean the islands hunt and fish. They mean people hunt and fish on the islands. All right. Let's see. We got 3 snacks left. We went through 4 snacks. So I think it's time for us to do our soft drink. So, question. What is the English dish toad in the hole? Again, what is the English dish toad in the hole? So just tell me what it is. Literally. And we are going to do Ramune. Again, I think Janice told us that Ramune got its name because somebody who was Japanese was trying to say lemonade, and it came out Ramune, and it stuck. So this is Ramune. This is bloody grapefruit flavor, and it is agretsuko. And agretsuko, I think, is a character. Jules, your offspring will probably know this. Does that look familiar? Agretsuko, I think it's probably like an anime or something. I don't know. Okay, so I think we did a Ramune before, and we did one in a can. I think it was in a can, but it doesn't really capture the fun of how you drink Ramune. So I don't have a glass for this because we're gonna try the fun part. Now, I will tell you, I don't know if it's how easy it would be to find, but I participated in a challenge on reckless eating. This was years ago. This is probably like 2015, maybe earlier. I participated in a challenge on reckless eating, and the challenge was who can drink a bottle of this the fastest, right? Now, thing is, can't get the cap open. You don't get the top open, right? So here's the trick. There is like a marble, there's a glass bead in there. And you have to push that glass bead down into the bottle. There's little pivots in here that go into the bottle, and it keeps the glass bead from going all the way down the bottom. And once you do that, then you can drink it. So it's kind of like Hello Kitty is probably just a different form of Ramune. So again, I'm not sure exactly what this brand is because I don't see any branding on it. Maybe that brand is Agretsuko, maybe. But all Ramunes are the same in that it has the bead in that you have to push down. Now, I don't think that holds the bead in place. So I'm trying to think of what that you're supposed to use to push down on the bead. And I'm failing miserably. I'm just going to use the fork. We could be here for years. All right, let's see. There are instructions. Do not try to remove the marble from the bottle to avoid injury. Do not freeze or store. Do not consume. Oh, this is fun. I'll peel off the lid. I'll peel off the seal, lift off the green cap. It's a blue cap. Unless they mean this, but that's not a green cap. So can they possibly want us to lift this off? I don't think so. Is this fun? Smash your balls to get the glass marble. No, put the cap on and push hard. All right. That ain't working. Push the push the plastic cap on and push super hard. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Do I got to take this off, Jules? Push down with your hand. Flip it around. All right. Like that? That isn't doing anything. Oh my God, this is fun. Oh, wait, hang on. There's a little bit of give there. Something happened. Yeah, I broke the plastic. Oh, hang on. There we go. So you got to take that part out to do it. There we go. Now I know if I ever decide to drink this again. Yeah, you gotta take this little centerpiece out. That's how it works. So it started to break out. I guess I could have continued to push down on it and that would have worked. All right, and there's, you can see like the little glass bead rolling around in there. So needless to say, I lost the challenge in the backyard because I just thought you open the cap and start drinking it, and it didn't work at all. I mean, you managed to get some in there because the glass bead moves out a little bit, but not enough that you're ever going to drink it like in a human lifetime. So I'm going to just drink it like you drink it out of the bottle. I'm not going to put it in a glass. So this is carbonated, and they say bloody grapefruit, which kind of would like be like blood orange and grapefruit together. It's not really citrusy. That's weird. It tastes like Kool-Aid. You guys saw the bubbles coming up. It's almost like Big Red. I'm not getting any citrus at all. No citrus anything. I'm not getting any citrus at all out of here. That's weird. Now, flavor-wise, it's not good. I mean, it's not bad. It's just it doesn't have flavor. It doesn't have the carbonation is very, very slight. I kind of wish it had more carbonation. It doesn't. It tastes like Kool-Aid. It's just not. You know, I'm not getting any citrus in there at all, and I'm definitely not getting grapefruit. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with this. Alrighty. They're kiddie drinks. They think their flavors are more suggestions. Yeah, I guess so. Like a kid's not going to go, "Mommy, that doesn't taste like grapefruit." Like they probably never had a grapefruit. Let's go back and review our question, which is what is the English dish toad in the hole? Let's see. Miguel says sausages in Yorkshire. Ice Hand says eggs on toast. Katie says fried egg in toast. They cut a hole in the bread and fry it together. Julie says sausage and taters. Kind of a combination of all those. It's essentially a sausage in a pastry, in a puff pastry. So this says sausages in batter pudding. I'm not sure what batter pudding is, but the toad in the hole that I've had, like in the UK, is basically a sausage that's in like a puff pastry. They call that toad in the hole. Now, I think, Katie, what you were talking about, I have heard people call that toad in a hole. We used to make that when I was a kid, and we called it egg in a hat. So basically what you do is you take a glass, you take a slice of bread, put the slice of bread down, you take the glass, you put a hole in the bread, you put it in the frying pan, you drop the egg in the hole, and you fry that together. And then you flip it over and you fry it again. and we called it egg in a hat, but a lot of people do in fact call that toad in a hole. So I'm going to say you're right, you're wrong, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Tom is here. Tom. Tom, Mrs. Old Guy came on and told us that you were busy working and everything, but glad you could join us. Your ears must have been burning. We were talking about you, and we did mention that you are live streaming today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So glad everything is okay, because we were talking about your natural disasters on either end of town, and just glad you're okay. So, alrighty, let's see. Let's do this. This was the Jarritos that I mixed with the Cantaritos, and let's do this. It waters it down. It makes the alcohol more prominent. 300-year-old fried chicken recipe. How to make 300-year-old fried chicken? That's an old chicken, Tom. Oh, the chicken he uses. Yeah, exactly, Jules. That was my thought. That's okay. Nothing to write home about. It's got some citrus flavor from the Jarritos, not from this so much. That just kind of waters it down a little bit, makes it a little bit sweeter. Thumbs in the middle, trending upward, I think, on that. Alrighty. I defiled my glass, and it is Trippy Food Beer Night. This is my beer. That's what I'm working with. Should have mixed it together in the other glass, but it is what it is. It's actually pretty good. I was talking to Matt last night. Matt was doing a live stream last night and was mentioning that I was going to be doing this on a live stream today. And he goes, I don't like it. It's terrible. You'll probably like it. He was right. So, all right, let's see. Let's do, we'll pick something. Anything is better than Faneuil Hall ground sausage. Yes. Now, when Julie says that, she doesn't mean the sausage is ground. She meant the sausage ends up on the ground. And to be fair, Jules, in your state, that sausage probably tasted pretty good. The question is, from what animal do we get venison? That's an easy one. From what animal do we get venison? I don't mean like you go into a store and there's an animal behind the desk and you go, can I have some venison, please? All right. So let's do this one, because this is questionable. So it is. This is from Utz, our friends at Us. Utz brands began in 1921 as Hanover Home brand potato chips when William and Sally Utz, or is it Utz? Utz, began making potato chips out of their home in Hanover, Pennsylvania. That's why you can find Utz or Utz products. How do you say that? What is the proper way to say that? Utz or Utz? That's why you can find them a lot easier back east. Somebody told me that out west, the best place to find these are Dollar General. But I don't know. Like I have not seen their products in like big grocery stores like Ralph's. A deer, female deer. I think my favorite thing like that was on The Simpsons. One time they were driving down the road and they hit a deer, and so Homer goes, "Go!" And then Lisa goes, "A deer," and then Marge goes, "A female deer." So it was funny. Trust me. Utz and pants and Utz and pants and Utz and pants. Sounds like popcorn. Red hot. Do they say what kind of pepper they use? They do not. Ooh, that's sneaky. It is hot. Oh my God. That just grows on you. That sneaks up on you. Doesn't taste like jalapeno. Maybe habanero. That is a line from the right. Well, that's I don't know that was from The Sound of Music. That song might be older than that, but it was a way to sing the scale: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So it starts out do, a deer, a female deer, re, a pocket full of sun, something like that. Me, a name, I call myself. Fa, along the way to run. So a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. Drop of sun. Thank you. Yeah, Tom, that's pretty famous. We used to sing that as kids. We didn't even know it was from The Sound of Music. My only issue with this, salty. It's exceptionally salty. But it was written by the guys. Yep. I don't know. I like this. I love the heat. They say red hot, red hot. They do deliver on that. It definitely has that cheddar cheese flavor. With a lot of powder. My only issue is it's really salty. So it's going to get a thumbs up trending downward just because it's a little too salty. If you're going to eat that, you better have a beverage handy and you'll be drinking it like I do. All righty. So let's go back to our question. Our question was, from what animal do we get venison? And we did the whole doe a deer thing. It's pretty straightforward. So we won't even get into it. All right, let's see. How are we doing on time? Got about 20 minutes left. We got 2 snacks left. We're doing great. We're doing fine. All right. That heat builds. It doesn't go away. It just continues to build from that. So usually something like this is red hot. You're like, sure, whatever. They deliver on that. The heat just builds and it stays in your mouth. So it doesn't taste like, it's not like jalapeno. It's whatever it is, it stays in your mouth. All right, let's do these next. Let's ask a question because that's what we do. That's how we roll here. How's everybody doing? We still got 11 people in the room. That's pretty decent. Okay, this one's pretty easy, but I'm asking anyways because what the hell? A calzone. I think it's calzone and not calzone. Maybe calzone. A calzone is a folded and stuffed what? A calzone is a folded and stuffed what? I think that's not a statement. It's not a folded and stuffed what. Like what is a calzone? A folded and stuffed thing, whatever. All right. We're going to do these next. These are sabritas. Sabritas peanuts, cacahuetes. Cacahuetes is the Mexican way of saying peanuts. The Colombian way of saying peanuts is maní. So these are sabritas, cacahuetes, sabor flaming hot or flaming hot flavor, coated peanuts, cacahuetes, cubiertos. I don't know, that writing's hard to read. These, I think I got these at 7-Eleven, and these, yes, Sabritas was founded in 1943 by Pedro Antonio Marcos Noriega as Golosinas y Productos Selectos in Mexico City. It was purchased by Frito-Lay, Pepsi-Cola in 1966. So now it's part of Frito-Lay, which is why you probably recognize that banner, that logo. All righty. Yeah, let's open these from the bottom. What the hell? Good thing that wasn't open. Hey, Tom, while I have you here, Tom, you're still here? If you're still here, Tom, are we doing any rehearsal this weekend, or when's the next rehearsal? I'm part of Tom's troupe. Tom is doing mock radio shows because it's not going to be on the radio, but they're mock 1940s radio show next week, Sunday the 14th. Okay, thanks, Tom. Same time, 5 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock your time. Is that right? If you guys have not heard that, Tom, can you put up the link for the one we've already done? Can you put the link in there for the original George and Pudgy show? Wow, these are really red, coated with the same bat time, same bat channel. I'm not a big fan of Flamin' Hot. It's more like a chemical heat. There's this kind of chemical taste to it. It doesn't taste like pepper, but chilies. Wow. The peanuts have a really weird texture. They almost taste like freeze-dried. Like they're really crunchy, but they kind of break apart. They're not as chewy as typically peanuts are. Tastes like there's lime in there, probably citric acid. Citric acid. There's honey on here. That's interesting. They don't taste really sweet, but I think they probably use honey to coat the peanuts to give it that kind of crunchy shell. I think that's what it is. Thank you, Tom. Hey, Holly Baldwin has just entered the room. Welcome, Holly. I'm glad you could make it. Now, Holly, please forgive me if you've been on before and I just don't remember you, but your name doesn't sound familiar. So what brings you to our channel and where you're from? So that link that Tom just posted was Tom does like I said, it's kind of like a tribute to like old radio shows, and it's called the George and Pudgy Show. And I think there's like maybe 5 of us, maybe 6 of us that have done voices for that. I think we have more this time. And we did this. Tom wrote the show, and we all just got together over Zoom and did it. So if you guys want to check that out, at the link he provided, it's called the George and Pudgy Show, and I do several of the voice. We all do several of the voices in there. So Val is in the old guy band. He's the drummer, Val Stumpy Joe. And there's nothing left but this little green globule. We watch you all the time, so I decided to pop into the live stream. Well, thank you, Holly. Holly, where are you from? I mean, I don't need a street address or anything, but just general area. The texture of these, I like that crunchiness, which I think is they get that through the honey. Again, not a big fan of Flamin' Hot flavor, but it's a nice heat. North Ontario, Ontario, California, or Ontario province? I like these. I like these, even though it's that Flamin' Hot kind of artificial, pepper flavor. I like these. I like the crunch. I like the texture of it. The peanuts are good. They're not stale. Yeah, that's going to get a thumbs up. I surprised myself in that, actually. That's actually pretty good. In Canada, Ontario, Canada. Okay. Well, welcome, Holly. We have some other Canadians here, but I don't think there's any on today. I think you're the first one today. So everybody, please give Holly Baldwin a warm and hearty Trippy food welcome. Yep, those are thumbs up. Okay, now, while we're on the subject of old guy in Colorado and Tom is somewhere around, if I'm not mistaken, Tom, you can correct me if I'm wrong, somewhere around 780 something subscribers. When Tom gets to 1,000 subscribers, Tom live is going to eat raw oysters, Vienna sausage, chocolate syrup, and blue cheese dressing together. He's going to do that when he gets to 1,000 subscribers. So if you not have subscribed to Tom's channel, please do so, because once he gets to 1,000 subscribers, that's when all the fun is going to happen. Oh, just hit 800. Congratulations, Tom. So 200 to go. Let's help get him there. Old guy in Colorado, and if you just want a shortcut to his channel, go to our featured channels on our main page on YouTube, and under featured channels, you'll find Old Guy in Colorado. There we go. Okay, the question was, the calzone is a folded and stuffed what? Everybody knows that it's pizza. So I'm not even going to check to see what people said. All right, so we're on to our last snack. We are on to our last snack. So here's the question, and the question is, what? No, I'm not going to ask that. That's too stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, but it's like, sure, yeah, sure, that'll work. What was the first fruit to be eaten on the moon? What was the first fruit to be eaten on the moon? And you don't have to tell me how it was made, or what it was in, or whatever. Just if you just narrow it down to the fruit, that's fine. Tom, I'm counting on you. All right, so here's our last snack. This is going to be a sweet one, and this I got to work out that lighting. Chex Mix peanut butter chocolate Chex Mix bar. So Chex Mix, it's Chex Mix, not Check Mix. Chex Mix first appeared in a 1952 advertisement as Chex Party Mix. They called it Chex Party Mix. Now, at the time, there were only two. There was wheat and rice Chex. Now, I think there's 4, maybe even 5. So there's a corn Chex. There's a brand Chex, if I'm not mistaken. There's like 4 or 5 different ones. But back in 1952, it first came out as an advertisement in Life magazine for Chex Party Mix, which only would have included wheat and rice Chex. So Chex Mix usually has also might have peanuts in it, might have like little pretzels in it, stuff like that. But Chex Mix first made its appearance in 1952. Chex cereal is from General Mills. General Mills originated as the Minneapolis Milling Company in Minneapolis, Minnesota in 1856. And so these are from General Mills. General Mills, who was under General Patton, I think. No, I'm kidding. Oh, that's a whole bar. It's almost like a Rice Krispie treat with chocolate on the bottom, but using Chex Mix. This is kind of ground up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can't tell that there's Chex. It looks like it's been ground up. And there's little dots of something. All right, let's give it a shot. Tom is going to get ready for his stream. Thank you for joining us today, Tom. Glad everything is okay, and we'll see you soon. Now, that's weird. I know this is made with Chex cereal. I know this is not made with Rice Krispies. It tastes like a Rice Krispie treat. Now, Rice Krispie treat, if I'm not mistaken, Rice Krispie treat is kind of held together with corn syrup, I think. I like Chex Mix. But Chex Mix to me is savory. I know that they put like Worcestershire sauce on Chex Mix. So it's a little bit salty. And it's a little bit savory. This is just sweet, just plain sweet. Now I can see if it just said Chex cereal, peanut butter and chocolate Chex cereal bar, but this says Chex Mix bar. It doesn't taste like Chex Mix, and it's really sweet. But the sweetness probably is because it's a combination of the corn syrup or whatever they use to hold everything together, and the chocolate on the bottom of it, which makes it really sweet. So I don't know. I mean, I'm eating it expecting it to taste like Chex Mix, and it doesn't. So for me, I'm going to say, I'm going to say thumbs in the middle, trending upward, right? So it's not bad, it's not terrible and everything. It's just that when something says Chex Mix, you want that flavor of Chex Mix, and it's really not there. Everything is ground so fine that you can't tell that you're eating, Chex cereal. If there's peanuts in there, they're crushed beyond recognition, and everything else like that. I think they should have left everything in like large pieces and stuck it together. Maybe there's too much space between it if they do it like that way and everything. But I don't know. To me, it's just kind of a little bit disappointing and everything. So I'm going to say like I said, thumbs in the middle, trending upward. It's not bad. It's a decent snack. If you like Rice Krispie treats, you'll like it. I'm not a big fan of Rice Krispie treats, so for me, it's like I I wanted it to taste like Chex Mix, and it doesn't. There's no savory, there's no saltiness to it. That's just me. So the question was, what is the first fruit to be eaten on the moon? Julie put a picture. It looks like an apple, but I see what you did there, Jules. You put a picture because that way, if I say it wasn't an apple, it was an orange, you go, yeah, that's a picture of an orange. It looks like a picture of an apple. Ice Hand said figs. Tom said kumquats because he has to. It was in fact kumquats. No, it was not in fact kumquats. It was in fact peaches, canned peaches specifically, canned peaches. I don't know how they eat canned peaches on the moon, but they were in fact canned peaches. So there you go. All right, so let me put those in the bottom of the deck so I don't reuse those. We got 10 minutes left, which is nice. Oh, I put them in wrong. Hang on. Canned peaches isn't a fruit. I call shenanigans. No, shenanigans are Irish fruit. And they're also canned. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that thing that we usually do, what we're now calling group mélange. Now, that Chex Mix bar is going to throw it off, and the sprats are going to throw it off. So I have no idea what's going to happen here. All right, so let's do this. Let's grab some of this. Really sticky. Let's see. I got a knife. Let me cut that up. Yeah, it's really sticky. I would say honey, but usually the big corporations, they cheap out and they use corn syrup. I don't think they used honey. Doesn't taste like honey anyway. But that's okay because corn syrup doesn't taste like corn. All right, that's a mess. And our Sabritas. Sabritas cacahuetes sabor Flamin Hot. Somebody suggested the other day that I do an episode in Spanish, the entire episode in Spanish. It's going to take me about 3 hours to film for like a 5-minute short or something. Now our Oots or Uts, red hot cheddar cheese popcorn. In the words of Harrison Ford, I got a bad feeling about this. Dougal is snuggling his mama. I think he is. Val, you can't leave until the start of the show. Doodle makes an appearance. He made an appearance at the beginning, but usually when Claudia's home, he doesn't like to leave her side. So usually when he hangs out in here, it's because she's not home. But when she is home, he likes to hang out with her. So I like to hang out with her too. All right, let's see. Our Lil Baby cheddar cheese and sour cream wrap snacks chips. These are actually pretty good. Most of your Spanish consists of bad words. I guess so. What did I miss? Eli, when did you leave? When did you come back? Otherwise, I don't know what you missed. But, we're doing everything else here. So the other reason Doodle might not be here is because there was some noise out there and I had to close the door. So Doodle can't come back in. But Doodle really wanted to come in really bad. He'd scratch at the door. So he apparently is content not to come back in. Our Jack Links and 7 Select collaboration. It's bacon, man. It's just bacon. Let's use the scissors on this. I am working on trying to get a way that we can do like multiple video on the live stream and everything. I think it can be done. I just haven't had the time to invest in that, but I will try. And then last and definitely least, our sprats in tomato sauce. All right. That's going to overpower everything, I'm sure. What do you guys think? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be terrible? Or is it just going to be mundane? What do you think? I'm making a royal mess here. That's okay. I clean up. It's fine. All righty. It's funny. I put some of the sprats in here, and as I was spooning it in, I can smell it. So I kind of unlocked the funk there. There's no more comments. Are we still there? We're still here, right? Not good. The sprats make the chips and everything soggy. So, the crunchy kettle chips from 7 Select, they're soggy. That's no fun. There's that sweetness that definitely tastes like it doesn't belong there from the Chex Mix bar. And then that fish comes up. Eli, we decided that from now on we're going to call this concoction, not this particular concoction, but every week when we do this concoction, we're calling it goop mélange. Now, Julie, you probably know this. If I don't know if Bob is still there, I know Bob would know this. Where that name comes from, goop mélange. Who knows where the name goop mélange comes from? Anybody? Anybody? Where does the name goop mélange come from? Let me rate this. I'm going to rate that a solid thumbs down. Not good. It's. I mean, the fish just kills everything, and then there's that sweetness from the. It's just not good. I'm not gonna. Yeah, not good. Thumbs down. All right, so I didn't get any answers on the goop mélange, so I will tell you the story. There was an episode of The Odd Couple. I'm talking about the 1970s TV show featuring Jack Klugman and Tony Randall as Oscar Madison and Felix Unger, respectively. And in one episode, Oscar decided he was going to cook dinner. He was going to do something different. He was going to cook dinner. So he made this dish. And the dish had potato chips, sardines, but maybe bananas, whipped cream. I can't remember what else was in it. And Oscar came home. Felix came home, and he says, Felix, I made dinner. He says, what did you make? And he says, I made this. And he looked at it. Am I giving away food? No. Faith? Where would I give it away? I'm not currently giving away food. I do give away food sometimes to homeless people and stuff. But, anyways, so Oscar comes home. Felix says Felix comes home. Oscar says he made dinner. He says, what is this mélange? And he says, I like that word. I was going to call it goop, but I like your name better. I'm going to call it goop mélange. So that's what we're calling this, goop mélange, in honor of The Odd Couple, where Oscar made a dish that Felix ended up calling goop mélange, which is basically a bunch of crap thrown together. And that's what this is. So we're calling it goop mélange. That's GOUP Melange, and I think the accent mark is on the A. Will you be giving away? We can fix that, Jules. Or you as a mod can fix that. Okay, so again, I think we missed last week. I don't think we did a live stream last week. I miss it when we don't do that because this is my chance to get together with you guys in our community. We always have goop dead screen. I don't know what goop dead screen means. Oh wait, you're not seeing me anymore? Did I go away? You hearing me? Am I even out there? I'm assuming that this is still recording, even if you can't hear me or can't see me. Well, I lost connection, but I'm back. Okay, cool. I wonder if it had anything to do with giving away snacks. So I am going to, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there. And I want to thank you all for, yes, what about my back? I want to thank you all for joining us. I apologize for not being able to do it last week, but it was logistically not possible. But I appreciate you guys joining us today. Again, I always tell you guys, this is the high point of my week. I love doing this. It was a long week for me, work-wise, other stuff that I had to do and everything. A very long week. And this is just like, I just really, really enjoyed this. I enjoy sharing food stories with you, and I enjoy your feedback because it's just a really, really nice way to spend a Saturday afternoon. So I thank you all for that. I will remind you that we do have two things up on the community page that I would like you to keep in mind. One is our suggestion box. So if you have suggestions for things that we should do, please add to the suggestion box. And the other one is we want to do another Ask Val, which we've done in the past. So we just need your questions on there, questions that you would like me to answer on the live stream. So please add those to the Ask Val post that's in our community page. So please do that. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. We are comfortably at 5,300, something like that. But you know, it'll always be nice to get more. But I just love it. I love our little group, so it's not a big thing for me. But I thank you, everybody, for your support. Also, keep in mind that the other people who we share the channel with, Janice Yamanaka, Tom, old guy in Colorado, Katie from Beyond Seattle Eats, you know, Matt from Reckless Eating, they all have great channels. And if you want to know more about their channels, then just go to our featured channel page, I guess, right off the main page on our YouTube channel. Go in there. There's a whole list of the people that we support and we think that you would like. So check their channels out. If you do like them, please subscribe to them and please like the videos because it's really important for them. And we thank you so much. So I feed the hunt likewise. Oh, okay. So again, I thank you guys so much. It's always great spending time with you on a Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon, whenever we actually do it. And I look forward to the next time we get together. But I do remind you that it's crazy out there. So please be careful. Please take care of yourselves. Please take care of others. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.